Hi, I'm Shannon Bingham. We are here with Jake Moore, who is a current new author with a book coming out actually tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is.
So by the time this is out, it's going to be out and about. So tell me a little bit about your book.
Yeah, so my book, it's called Twice Adopted, and it's part like memoir about my story through foster care, some of the struggles I had, and then like the back portion of the book is actually a self-guided journal, and so my goal is to help teenagers and young professionals kind of learn how to process emotions.
That's huge. And for foster kids and adopted kids, the emotion and trauma and attachment like stuff, that is huge for you guys. So tell me a little bit about that guided journal and what you actually cover in that.
Yeah, absolutely. So poetry's kind of been a huge thing in my life. I've been writing it since I was like 14 or 15. And so I kind of took a collection of my poems and then I added like questions that I would want to answer. And then I left space for people to write. And so it's kind of something that I thought I would want at their age. I felt like kind of being numb was the thing, and it's definitely not. So I'm hoping to help a lot of people.
And a lot of people choose sometimes to numb out those emotions or use vices to kind of help with that. And you've had your own personal journey with that stuff. You want to care to share about some of that?
Yeah, kind of all my stuff kind of hit me after I left high school and went to college, and I found myself partying a lot and kind of just numbing everything out. And so I'm now like 14 months of being sober, and it's been amazing.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's really huge.
Thank you.
So you also were an Eagle Scout, am I right?
Yes, I was.
Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, so for my Eagle Scout project, I did a school apparel drive. I gave back to my elementary school. It's the lowest income in like the West Omaha area. And it was basically kind of based off my story of not being able to afford the apparel sometimes, and I felt left out. And so I never wanted any kids to feel that way. And it made a huge impact. I actually got to speak at Baxter Arena at the governor's luncheon for it.
That's huge. So he was there?
Yes, yeah. There was about 500 community leaders, the mayor, even people from Iowa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this sounds like you have just a huge, great big heart that you just want to give back to the community and really dive into that. So what are some things once this book comes out that you hope happens in the next year?
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking, engaging is definitely like I want to get out into the community more. Shout out to, I've been talking to the people at the Foster Care Closet. They're amazing people. I'm speaking at a middle school in Norfolk in April, so I'm excited for that.
So what will your speeches kind of cover at this point?
Yeah, most of mine have kind of been my life story and kind of just how I dealt with it. The one in Norfolk in April is actually about like my entrepreneur side, and so it's to help middle school and high school kids explore other routes than just going to college.
So entrepreneurs, author, entrepreneur, I mean, giving back to the community. So you were also a graphic artist, correct? You are in school still? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I'm a senior at UNO. I graduate in May. And with that, I also created my own marketing agency. And so that's been a blast. I've started it on and off as like just a fun hustle for about 2 years, but seriously as like an actual business since October.
It's a creative outlet as well.
Oh yeah, I love it.
So, and did you design the cover of your book?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So let's dive in a little bit about what the book is truly about with your history. And it says twice adopted. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I was like literally adopted 2 different times in my life. I was adopted a couple weeks after birth, and then again at 14. And then it's also about like the mental side of like kind of adopting my emotions and the outlook on that.
Yeah, and as an adoptive mom, I can understand quite a bit of your journey. And it must have been hard maybe for that second time for the adoption to connect with the family. Did you have tools that you were given or anything that helped you through those times?
Yeah, I had an amazing CASA worker that really helped me, and just getting resources while I was young. I got to talk to a therapist at a young age, and it kind of taught me a lot.
Yeah. So your parents must be amazing. Are they excited and supportive?
Yeah, my parents are ecstatic. I actually surprised my whole family at Christmas. I got a video. One of my little sisters has known about the project the whole time, and so I had her film the whole reaction, and it was super sweet.
So what did they say?
They were all really excited. So this whole idea started out during COVID. It was like, oh, you should write a book about your life story. And it always stuck with me, and I'm like, one day I want to do that, and it's just been so cool to turn it into an actual thing and then to surprise my family with it.
So if you could say one thing to somebody that's adopted or a foster kid, what would you say to them right now?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dive deep here.
I would say that you're seen and that you're valued. And that's a lot of what my book's about. Is in my life, I felt like I was able to be like a chameleon, and I just camouflaged in open rooms with people around. And so just letting them know they're not invisible.
It's about acceptance, really.
Exactly.
That's so great. And now you're becoming your most authentic person right now. I feel like you've really, even in the last few months, maybe blossomed into a better version of yourself even. So tell me about your journey right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I've kind of just been like doing life solo for, up until like October, and I've met some amazing mentors at a summit event, and it was honestly life-changing. I met another person close to my age, Wilson, and it's been a friendship that I never would have expected, and he's also kind of like a mentor to me. And then just getting to meet like you and Grant and all the people around, it's just been a blessing. It's definitely changed my life for sure.
We always have to name drop Wilson.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, I think that he has definitely been a catalyst for a lot of change here just recently with his own book. So, and are you guys going to unite and do anything, the two of you?
Ooh, I don't know. There's some talks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I see like a foster adoption summit. Maybe speaking, and I think you guys could totally rock that out.
I definitely think so.
That would be so amazing.
Yeah.
So, and what's the future hold for you? You're going to be done with school. You're going to have this book out. Like, do you have plans to travel? Do you have plans to?
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, hopefully, my goal is to kind of get this launched and grow my media platform to where, come graduation, I can do it full time and hopefully get to speak at some amazing events and share my story.
Do you have plans for a second book?
Ooh, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet there'll be some follow-up once you guys get out and start promoting. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been really cool though, just like talking about my book to people. It has really like made me see the impact. Like I have like a list of like 50 people that were like, send me the link the second it drops. So I'm really excited.
I'm one of them.
Yes.
I will help promote this so much. I will get it for my son as well. So what was something that your parents, the second time, your parents did for you that you think really impacted you? Speaking to adoptive families.
Yeah. I think they let me be myself in the most unique, quirky ways. I feel like sometimes you're kind of pressured into, oh, if your dad played football, you have to do football or whatever. But for me, it was just like, with my adoptive family, I have 6 sisters. I'm the only boy in the family, so I was like uncharted territory. And so I got to do everything from show choir, theater, all the way to wrestling and speech and all that. So
wrestling?
Yep, yeah. So for wrestling, I took that pretty seriously and wrestled in college for a year and a half.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you have good success?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a lot that I don't think I was mentally prepared at the time for, but it was an amazing outlook, and I learned a lot.
Sure. Now, the importance of mentorship is huge, and you're realizing that as someone that has mentors in your life or coaches. So who are some big, impactful people in your life right now that have shifted you? And also, who do you plan to hopefully mentor one day?
Yeah. I'd say some big mentors of mine right now. I would definitely say you and Wilson for sure, Grant, Stonebreaker, and then one of my buddies, his name's Thomas Campbell. He's been helping me a lot learn like the investment side and like the business side. And then for my goal, I would love to get someone who grew up in the foster care system and kind of not reinvent the cycle, but in their own unique way. So that's definitely a goal of mine.
Well, I think getting connected with the foster care community like you are, you will have that door open very well.
Yeah.
Do you plan to foster or adopt yourself?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's always been like, ever since my second adoption, I was like, as silly as it sounds, I'm like, whether I have a wife or not, when I'm like set up for life, I'm at least like, and my thing was never just like, I don't want to just like adopt one kid, I want to save like a set of siblings.
Yeah.
Because for me, I was separated from my 3 little sisters for the majority of my like childhood, and that definitely played an impact on me. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's interesting. Have you connected with them since?
Yeah, so they actually almost got adopted. And then their foster family, who was like infertile, actually had a kid. And so they were like, this is a little too much. And so my parents at the time took in my sisters, and we all reunited and got adopted together.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's an insane story. So instead of taking on one kid, they took on 4.
Well, I don't want to blast through your book too much on this, but people need to read this book. Tell them why.
Yeah, I think awareness is one thing with the foster care system and adoption, but the main thing is going to be how to process emotions and cope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. The book is called Twice Adopted.
Yep.
By Mr. Jake Moore here, and I'm so excited to see everything that you're about to do. And how can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram, just Jake Moore, Facebook Jake Moore, moremediacollective.com, and then my book will be on Amazon.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm so excited to see things happen for you.